Good morning. So today I'm going to be talking about things you can do with makeup tools to make it a little bit easier to do your makeup. So far I've applied lip treatment, foundation primer, foundation, and that's it. I stopped there because the first tip that I'm going to show you is about makeup sponges. I bought these yesterday at Dollar Tree. These are the Sassy and Chic mini makeup sponges. And you get three different shapes. Like this, there's this egg one that's pointed, then there's an egg-shaped one that has a smooth side on top, and then you have like an hourglass type shaped one. So you can use them for different things, but this is the type of packaging they come in, and at the top it says Sassy and Chic, and $1.25 for three mini sponges. So what I'm going to use one of these for today is my concealer. This is the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Porcelain. So I'm just going to put some of that. What's that little fuzzy thing in my hair? Just going to pop some of this concealer on. And then I'm going to take just this one. It doesn't really matter. But I'm going to use the pointed edge to blend this. And this is going to give you a little bit more control over blending out your concealer. Okay, so those are a great deal. All right. So in order to save time, I just applied my setting powder and my contour off camera, because now we're going to jump into blush. This is the Lottie London Sweet Blush Liquid Blush in the shade Soft Rose. And we're going to grab another one of those sponges. And we're just going to put a little bit on the tip. And I'm just going to dot this in the area that I want, then switch to this flat side and blend. I'm going to blend up and out. And then you can switch to the side of the sponge and just bring it down a little bit if you want it not quite so defined, like that. Okay, I'm just going to dab a little bit more on. I think I used too much blush on this side, but you get the idea. These liquid blushes, you have to be so careful with them because they're so concentrated that you really don't need much at all. All right, now I'm going to go in with the Lottie London Onyx highlighter. I'm sorry, blush. And I'm just going to take one dot of this, and I'm going to layer this over the other one, and grab the third sponge. And I'm just doing the upper part here. Yes, you can layer blushes that, so that we have a little bit more color going up than towards the front. Okay, and just to save time, I applied my face highlight and my eyeshadow primer off camera. All the products that I'm using off camera and on camera will be listed in the description box as always. And I want to talk about eyeshadow brushes now. Now, normally I would do my crease shade with a large blending brush. This is Profusion, but I was laying in bed last night trying to go to sleep. For some reason, I could not shut my mind off, and it popped into my head that I used to use a different brush in the crease, and it worked much better. I'm talking about the Morphe M506 brush, and it looks like this. And it's still fluffy like the blending brush, but it's smaller. So you can do more precise placement, but you can still blend out what you're placing. Because this is so big that everything just goes all over the place and it gets like streaky and you're depositing the wrong amount of pigment in places. I don't know why I went back to using this. This is fine if you're trying to blend out something that's really pigmented, but not for the initial placement. So I'm going to use this. This eyeshadow is discontinued, so I apologize for that. I had bought this from ShopMissa quite a while ago, a couple years ago probably. And I'm going to go in, but I just wanted a deep forest green. That's why I chose that. So I'm just going to dip my brush in there. Now see how I can get really in that socket a lot deeper than if I had that larger brush. I'm also going to put a little bit in the outer part of my lid. And now I'm just going to slowly take it up a little bit. By the way, Morphe has filed for Chapter 11, so if there's anything you want by Morphe, I would say get it as soon as possible, because when a company files for Chapter 11, that's usually the beginning of the end. So yeah, if there's products that you like by them, they do have some really nice brushes. I used to buy their eyeshadow palettes. I don't currently have any in my collection because I get rid of my makeup when it reaches a certain age. But yeah, that's what I had heard. All right, now in order to save time, I'm gonna finish this one eye with you, and then I'll do the second one off camera. But now I'm gonna go into the Lottie London eyeshadow palette in Emerald Euphoria. I found this in the clearance section at Walmart, and this is kind of a strange assortment of colors. I don't know, but I'm gonna go with this mossy green shade in the middle. But see how you've got like warm, and then you've got cool. So it's kind of, yeah, kind of a strange assortment. So I'm just going to go in with this brush by Royal and Langnickel, and I'm going into that moss green shade, and I'm going to put that on the lid. I've been doing green a lot lately. I don't know why. I'm just really into green eyeshadow these days. And I didn't even realize that I had so many different greens in my collection until I started playing around with them all. All right, now I'm going to grab my detailer type brush from Profusion, and I'm going to take a little bit of that same moss shade and go under the lower lash line. And for an eyeliner, I'm actually going to use an eyeshadow stick by NYX. This is the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Matcha. And it's like a mossy green, but it's a bit lighter. I'm just going to put that on the waterline. Okay, now yesterday I showed you two different mascaras by Ioni. The volumizing black one that had the smaller brush, and the dramatic black mascara with the larger brush. So I'm going to use the smaller brush one on the lower lash line because it will be easier to apply it. Okay, now I'm going to switch to the Ioni Dramatic Black Mascara because this has a huge wand on it. But I was really surprised that I loved this mascara as much as I did. Wasn't expecting much from it, but you know, what you pay for things has nothing to do with quality, despite what people will tell you. When you buy high-end makeup, you're paying for the name, and usually the name of the person is the name of the brand. Because it's always like all this celebrity makeup lines now. But there are some great things out there. All right, I'm going to do the other eye off camera because I have some more things I want to show you. All right, next we're going to talk about brows. When it comes to brow products, how satisfied you are with your brows has a lot to do with the brow product that you choose. In a lot of ways, the tone is even more important than the color. What I mean by that is if you zoomed in on my brows, you would see that they're actually pretty cool toned. It's like a cool toned, deeper brown. And from this distance on camera, they look like they're slightly warm, maybe medium brown, which is, I've been using the LA Colors brow pencil in medium. But yesterday I was at Dollar Tree and I saw this Ioni brow pencil in Dahlia brown, and it's a deep brown, but it's a very cool toned brown, which is unusual. You don't really see that a lot. So we're going to try this out today and see if I can pull this off. So let me start on this side so you can see better. I'm going to start with short upward strokes in the front. And then I'm going to go across. And I'm just going to do this very lightly because this is a very dark brown. So less is more. All right, now I'm gonna use a spoolie and I'm gonna run that through in the same direction that I went with the pencil. So I'm just going with the direction of the brow hairs. Okay, I think that looks very natural. We'll just do a little more here. And I'll do the other one off camera so we can talk about something else. Okay, I mentioned in a video recently that I really like the LA Colors lip duos. They've been around forever. You get a lipstick on one side, a gloss on the other, and they usually give you colors that are going to look good layered together, but you can use the products individually if you want to. And I said that I had 2 or 3 and I wanted to pick up more. Well, I got 2 more shades yesterday. So this is Charmed, and this is like a berry shade. But the formula of these is so nice. Now, I don't have a lip pencil this shade, so I'm just going to go for it with the lipstick. And where it's brand new and very pointy, I shouldn't have any issues. These do have a pretty strong scent. I like it. It smells like sweet, something sweet. And the gloss. It smells like bubble gum. That's what it smells like. Okay, so that's Charmed LA Colors Lip Duo. Really like these. Definitely recommend these, especially for $1.25. So those are my tips and tricks or advice about tools and brushes and techniques and so on and so forth. And thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.